Since freshman year. That freshman year was the first time that I did cross country. I've done track since like 7th or 6th grade. So I've been running cross country. I ran cross country all 4 years of high school. And I loved it and decided to give it a go in college.
What is it about cross country that you really fell in love with?
I don't know. I love how much heart it takes. I love that. I love that it brings out your character to see if you can really last all 3.2 miles or if you're going to give up in the middle. And I've always prided myself on just giving it my all and never giving up on any race. So.
And you've had about a month of practicing and competing in your first collegiate events. Talk about that month and what you've experienced and what you've learned.
The first month has been going pretty good. I came into the season off an injury. I've been injured all summer. So training was really rough for me at first. It was just a lot of mileage. It was hard, but now I'm getting to the point where I'm in shape again, which is really nice because then I'm seeing drops in my times, and I love that. I love seeing improvement, so that's been really nice. So it's been great. It's been good seeing the transition from high school to college. College is a lot more mileage, long miles. Long runs are actually long runs. They're longer than what I ran in high school, and I've really enjoyed that, just the difference between those two categories. So I've liked the different meets. It's been fun. Last week in Bozeman, it was a blast just because it was such a big pack at first, and you can just always be on someone's hip and always have someone pushing you no matter where you are on the course, the beginning, the end, the middle. And then we've had the smaller meets at Spearfish and Rapid City. Those have been fun just because you have to stay with your team. That's the goal, to get better at sticking as a pack. And so you've been able to focus on the little things in the smaller meets like Spearfish and Rapid City. So it's been really nice having the upperclassmen, even if there's not very many. They show us the ropes, the different routes we take, just like the regular 3 miles, 5 miles, whatever it is. And then they're very encouraging. Bailey and Rio are just great leaders, and Nikki and they're all great at helping us get through our freshman year, get through just the first season of cross country, and we're all really upbeat and optimistic. There's nobody on the team is really pessimistic, which is really nice. Just even if you have a bad race or a bad time, there's always someone there to pick you up. So that's a really nice team environment that they've created for us. I think this course, everyone said that it's pretty fast. It's not the slowest course that we run, just because it's grass and most of it's flat. So it's a pretty fast course. You just have to pace yourself pretty well because it's a 6K, and that's different than what I've raced my whole career. I've never raced a 6K, so just that different pacing that you have to work on. And other than that, the course it's not a terribly difficult course, but it's one that we want to do well on because it's our home course and it's going to be regionals too. So it's going to be nice being on our home course. We've practiced on it a lot, so that's good. We know it. Forwards and backwards and everywhere in between. So I think we're going to work on just trying to stick as a pack. Cross country is a bigger team sport than some people realize. We rely heavily on our 4th and 5th runners and even our 6th and 7th runners and everybody else behind that. It's a very team-oriented sport. So we want to look improvements in ourselves and in our teammates. So we're going to push each other to stick together as a pack and to get less time in between each other. I think that's going to be one of the main focuses, and just do our very best and leave it all on the course. So.
Absolutely, they're excited about being here and having their their friends, their families being able to see them, and not having to ride a bus somewhere for a long time. And, so yeah, I think it'll be good for everybody. I know there's a lot of parents coming, even though it's a Friday. It's tough to get people out to a Friday meet, but yeah, I think we'll have a good turnout there. So.
The women's team has been improving every week. Talk about where they are right now in terms of their training.
Yeah, they're improving, and I mean, we really have I guess a building year, and we have a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and but you could see each week they're starting to, you know, really come along and improve. Although Rio Frame and Nikki Aiken have been running pretty solid, Bailey Bomar and Lydia Foster, the four of them, pretty solid all fall. But and they still need to work on some things too. But I think they're doing really well. And we had a really good practice yesterday, and some of the younger people were moving up. So you know, I think we'll do all right.
And talk about the course for the women on the 6K.
Well, it's the course. First of all, it's a little longer than they're normally running. They run a 5 kilometer or 3 mile, or you know, they've run a 4K this year so far. I think they've run 2 3 miles and 1 4K. So they're going to run a little further. And again, like with the men, our training has been focusing on this first 6 weeks of the season. All we wanted to do was work on our endurance, and everything was pretty aerobic. And we haven't done anything to get sharpened up. So I mean, I think this race will be kind of favor them a little bit. I think they'll do all right, and they are able to, you know, they're building their volume up a little bit. So running a 6 kilometer will, I think, be a little better for them.
And how do you expect the returners like Rio and Bailey to help out the ones that haven't done this course before?
Oh yeah, I just think being out there and you know, when they warm up together and they go over the course, and we have been out there training a little bit this fall, and they talk about it. So I think they're helping the other runners, and they as they're in a group, you know, chatting about the course, and they can tell them there's certain parts that are harder, that they feel are harder, or they have to, you know, watch this turn or that turn. You know, I think it's it just helps to have a few people that have been on the course before. But again, at least we've been out there a few times training, so they know the course pretty well by now.